Good afternoon. We are the Left of Black team. My name is Ciandra Ellison. I'm a rising sophomore, double majoring in African American Studies and Psychology.
And I'm Nicole Higgins. I'm a second-year PhD student in the English department.
And my name is Allison Raven. I am a second-year PhD student in the History department, and we are missing our fourth team member today, who is rising senior Malcolm Brown, but we want to acknowledge him and shout him out for the invaluable work that he did this summer.
Yay! Yay! Okay, so today we're going to share with you our Left of Black educational enrichment project that we did. Left of Black is a weekly webcast that's produced by the John Hope Franklin Center at Duke and hosted by Dr. Mark Anthony Neal, who's here with us today. Dr. Neal interviews scholars and artists producing conversations on topics related to race.
The Story Plus Left of Black project was created to utilize the shared knowledge over the existing 8 seasons of Left of Black into topic-focused videos rather than scholar-focused videos for secondary classroom learning.
Along with these videos, the goal was to create both lesson plans that could be utilized by teachers in these classrooms, along with digital experiences that anyone could access individually to get more information about these topics.
So as a part of this project, we created 5 topic-focused videos, along with digital experiences and lesson plans to correspond with each. And then we also created a website to house those videos and supplemental materials, which you can access now. The website went live today. Yay! Okay. So in choosing our topics, we spent about a week watching videos from the archives and just looking for stories that could easily be pulled out, that were missing from the history that we felt like people needed to know. And then we also just looked for places in the videos that sort of naturally seemed like good story snippets that we could pull out and translate for a classroom experience.
So what we're going to be sharing with you today is basically all of the materials that we created for one particular topic. We started with a video interviewing Dr. Chad T. Williams about Black veterans of World War I, and Cece went from there.
All right. So I took on the task of shortening this 24-minute Left of Black episode into a 3-minute clip, just basically focusing on the idea of military service and citizenship. The scholarship that Dr. Williams presents in this Left of Black episode is something I never really encountered in a classroom. This idea of military service kind of like drove Black veterans to fight in World War I because they felt that they would be more connected to like this American experience and this idea of patriotism, being a fight for their country. And this was actually my first time video editing for this project, and this is my second video that I created, and here's a snippet of that.
Civil War is really important because this was really the formative period in thinking about certainly the Black military experience, the role of African Americans in the Union Army, close to 200,000, serving exploits of Massachusetts 54th, but also how that leads into the direct formation of a type of African American citizenship. So we see African Americans like W.B. Du Bois, other Black leaders who are very explicitly hearkening back to the Civil War and Reconstruction era and thinking about World War I as the next step in this journey, this quest for African American citizenship, and how military service, how heroic exploits on the battlefield, shedding blood, engaging in this kind of ultimate sacrifice as citizens is going to be the key, the linchpin for African Americans staking claim to their citizenship.
So along with each video that we created a corresponding digital experience. With these digital experiences, Dr. Neal's vision was to have something that would expand upon the information available in these videos that could be accessed solo by anyone looking for a more immersive experience. So the digital experiences we created include multiple timelines, a story map, and a playlist.
So basically, after Ciandra finished this video, we had a conversation about what kind of experience would make sense. And we thought in this case, a timeline that sort of highlighted key pieces of legislation that would help make the connection for folks sitting in a classroom who are perhaps not Black and wondering, like, that's great, but how does this, matter to me? And so I created this timeline. One of the great things about this tool was that I was able, in a lot of cases, to also embed like additional video content for more context. So for instance, One of the pieces of legislation I highlighted was one that basically ended the Mexican-American War and allowed residents to choose whether they wanted to be Mexican or American citizens. And then if you'll scroll over to the Chinese Exclusion Act, right, this is the first piece of legislation that targets a specific ethnic group, and we see definitely those reverberations still today.
A key part of this project from the beginning was to make Black Studies accessible to secondary classrooms. So a really important part of a project for us was creating lesson plans. Our project leads, Camille and Catherine, sent out a survey to teachers at the beginning of the project asking what they most needed for their classrooms. And the survey responses indicated a particular need for lessons relating to Black history and English, and so we focused in on that while creating these lesson plans.
And so I also took on the task of creating the lesson plan for this video. And this was my first time creating a lesson plan, and it was not easy by any means. Shout out to all the educators in the room. This is not, oh, y'all, amazing. So luckily for this, I was not alone in the lesson plan. Alice and Nicole actually have prior experience in education, and so this lesson plan was a collaborative effort. And we created something that had cross-cultural connections just outside of Black studies. So when you go on the website to the lesson plan, there is a link to the worksheet that goes along with it. And so for this worksheet, we have students defining what citizenship means to them. And we have the rights and responsibilities of citizenship listed for them. And as I go through the World War I video, we have questions that correspond to it in terms of thinking about military service and citizenship. And then we transition over to Japanese soldiers in World War II. And this is kind of like this pivotal moment in which you have Japanese soldiers in internment camps, and then you have others fighting for the military in America. And then we have a present-day connection to Mexican immigrants today who are actually very vital within the military service. And we're kind of seeing how this idea of military service and citizenship kind of connects here. And one of the questions that we ask students before the worksheet is, since military service is the responsibility of citizenships, can non-citizens or should non-citizens be able to participate in the military? And also, if non-citizens participate in the military, should they receive citizenship for this service? And so we pose this question at the beginning of the worksheet, and students go through the activity, and towards the end, we want to see if these kind of perceptions and these ideas change over time through completing this activity. And so when you go back to the worksheet, we have procedures for the teachers to follow in terms of teaching the lesson plan, as well as Common Core standards to see how they relate to the overall education field. And this is for every single lesson plan that we put onto the website.
Yeah, so that is just a real quick overview, a sneak peek of the work that we've done this summer. We're really proud of all of the work we've completed, and we want to just leave you with a few of the takeaways that we are walking away from this experience with.
Yeah, this is my first experience in a professional setting, doing research and working with a team. This was an actual collaborative team, communicating effectively, getting things done, dividing up the work equally among everybody, and kind of seeing how our ideas unfold and how the project took a turn. And I also got to go valuable skills in lesson planning, video editing, and working with these digital tools, which can further my research in the future.
And I really enjoyed getting to work on a team again. That's not something that you always get to do in the academy, and so that was a really great experience. For me, I also really loved getting to kind of meld my worlds that I came to Duke, having been a middle school teacher and then now working in academia. This was a great way to meld things that are really important to me.
Yeah, and I agree with Allison. For me, this project was just a wonderful opportunity to emerge from the silos of academia and just be in conversation with teammates who are passionate about Black studies, thinking about how to make Black studies more legible and public-facing, right? Because this is American culture, and it's really important.
So right now, 2 lesson plans and digital experiences are live on the website, and 3 more should be going up by the end of the summer. You can visit the website now. The website is live, and the videos are up on the Franklin Center's YouTube channel. It's sites.duke.edu/leftofblackenrichment, so please feel free to go check it out for more information.
Yes.